This is Jasmine, and you are now listening to Down to the T.
I'm gonna turn it off because you're not. We don't have time for that. Okay, so turn it off. Okay. Okay. So this is episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting here with my best friend Mac. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
All right. So, like I was telling you earlier at dinner, or lunch, or dinner, whatever we're calling it, a lot of people were asking me, like, why did I decide to do this? And I don't really know because it's a bad idea, and it's going to be really messy, and it's going to be a shit show, but I think it's going to be great at the end of the day. And I think it's a topic that people have not touched on yet.
I agree. I think I asked a lot of my friends about it, and they were like, they had the same feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy, but
yeah,
it's going to be
mean, there are some people I can't even look at right now.
What do you mean?
Like some girls that I dated.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that I don't even let alone have a conversation with them about what happened.
Yeah. Especially have a public conversation.
Right. I would try to avoid the subject altogether if I even see them.
Okay. Well, all right, let's jump into it.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, Mac, how did we meet? What was going on?
I was your first Tinder date, you said, yeah?
First Tinder date.
First Tinder date.
Why were you on Tinder?
At the time?
Yeah.
That shit was fascinating.
What do you mean fascinating?
Because what was that, like 2013? No.
Yeah, that was summer 2013. I know why I was on Tinder.
I was here in the summer. I was bored, and somebody told me about it.
Yeah.
I was ripping that shit. Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
So I was on Tinder because it was my first summer being 21.
You were 21?
I was 21. Was I 21?
I had
to be 21.
No,
yeah.
Yeah,
it was my first. It was my first summer being 21. I had honestly lost like 40 pounds and thought I was cute. And it was my first time spending an extended amount of time outside of Waukegan for the summer because I was interning downtown at an organization. So, and then Tinder was like popping at that point. Do you remember where we went on our first date or first meetup? I won't even call it a date. It was like first meetup.
It was like a ramen place, right?
No, it wasn't fucking ramen.
Well, it was a bowl place, right?
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Oh, it was. We went to Noodles and Company.
Noodles,
but first, where did we? Okay, that's where I wanted to go. Where did you want to go?
I wanted to go somewhere else.
We went somewhere. So what happened? It was my lunch break.
Yeah,
and we went, and this was like when the Blackhawks won. Right here, am I making that up?
They probably won in 13.
Yeah. No, it was during the summer. Blackhawks won. You wanted to go to that comic book store.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I didn't.
Deadpool. You were getting Deadpool.
I was getting Deadpool,
and I don't know what the hell Deadpool. And that's like my favorite movie now. Like favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying let's hang out at the comic book
store. I know,
but
that's where we went.
Oh, we did go there.
Because you were going, and then we went to Noodles and Company.
And then we went to Noodles and Company. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so then what happened after that? What did we? How many dates did we go on?
That was.
Can we even consider? We have to consider the dates. We went on a few dates.
The next time was.
I remember the second time
when you brought your mom.
So the second time we hung out was with my mom, and I was getting ready to go study abroad, and my mom and I went downtown to do some shopping because that's what me and my mom do. We shop.
Well, you didn't tell me that though.
I didn't tell you that. Well, no, I didn't tell you that my mom was going to be there.
Until I was on the way.
Until I was like, oh yeah, my mom is here. Yeah. And then we went to Victoria's Secret and we got panties and I
sat there with your mom while
I was trying on
underwear. Yeah,
it was great. I think it was the start of a wonderful friendship. I think
that was the first time we hung out was literally like 30 minutes.
Right, and then the second time was.
It was a long day.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, it was fucking.
And then
weird.
she took us to dinner. She took us to Grand Lux.
Yeah,
she's a nice lady.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's
a nice lady.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of weird on my end. Yeah, I would say so.
I think so too. But that was cool. And then I know shortly after that, or maybe even the next day, I left to go to the Netherlands.
You left pretty quick. Netherlands?
Yeah, I went to the Netherlands. I was in Maastricht, however the hell you say it. from what was that, like August to December, and I think that was the time. I feel like I spoke to you while I was studying abroad.
Yeah, we
I
talked.
feel like
We talked a lot.
lot.
We did talk a lot. We like FaceTime and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, before I forget. So the Tinder. Honestly, I do not remember swiping right.
Are you serious?
I don't remember.
I don't even remember your first message.
I know. I remember matching, but I don't remember swiping.
Maybe it was an accident.
I don't know.
Maybe it was divine intervention.
It was just one of those things where you just fucking swipe right.
What I do out on Tinder is anytime I see a person of color, I'm just like, right? I'm no matter what.
And then kind of look at them later?
Yeah, look at them later. You gotta weigh out your options. I think that's the best thing to do because there's so few people of color on like these dating apps that you have to get what you can.
Soul Swipe, you told me about.
Yeah, but Soul Swipe, you either gonna get niggas from way out south or you gonna get like
I was like matching with people from like different states and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just can't. But
that's crazy. All right, so Netherlands, right?
Yeah, I went to Netherlands and we spoke when we were in the Netherlands. When I was in the Netherlands.
Yeah, we kind of spoke. So where are we now? Are we talking about what?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out I think I remember what I'm trying to figure out where we made the transition from like semi-dating to or like trying to date to then just solely being friends. I'm trying to figure out where that transition happened because people ask me and I'm like, I don't know. It just kind of blossomed one day. It just that's just
no. You know what? It was I think we just went too long without because you went to the Netherlands.
But I spoke to you.
We spoke, but remember when you came back? Then I went to Miami for the summer.
No, Mac, that's not true because I studied abroad during the fall. So this was August to December, and I remember
you went back
when
to
I came
school,
back.
right?
No, Mac, I do remember when I came back, we hung out and we went around Christmas time and we went to someplace.
But then didn't you go back to Virginia?
And then, I went back to Virginia. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So you went back to Virginia and then school was over for you. Then I went back to Miami for the summer. So it was just like a year of... Just I probably saw you to be honest, 3 times.
Yeah, that's true. And especially because I was not living in the city. I was living in Waukegan. And I didn't have a car. And your ass ain't got no car. At least I have a car now. You still don't have a car.
I live in the city. What do I need a car for?
I also live in the city and I have a car. But
you're foolish then.
I know. That's true.
That's true. I don't need a car.
No, that's true. Okay, so then so it was that long period of time of not seeing one another. Okay, and then do you remember the first time we fell out again?
I do remember that.
I don't remember where I was. I was first of all, I was pissed off because I was on the bus. I just got on work and I was on the bus. But do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
Tell the story.
Make sense.
Tell the story.
I came back from Miami.
Yep. And I had already started working at my first school because we started in fucking August. Okay. Meanwhile, everybody starts in September.
And I remember what I was doing. I was sitting here in my apartment watching TV and you texted me and you said, "Do you want to hang out?" And I said, "Yeah, we can hang out." And he was like, "Do you want to get something to eat?" And literally 5 minutes before I made a sandwich. I ate 2 sandwiches. And I was like, nah, I just ate. And then we can do something else. And then that was it. I don't get it. And then you just kind of...
I think it had nothing to do with you, really.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
I think I was just irritated that I was hot as fuck. I was on the bus, this crowded-ass bus, coming home. So imagine this commute, right? You live on the south side of Chicago. You're going... this is when I lived over east. You're coming from the south side of Chicago. I used to take 2 buses or a bus and a train to get to work. I'm thinking okay, at least now it's after work. I'm hot. I'm hungry. At least I can only take 1 bus to get over to Mac's house and then we can go get something to eat. But I feel like you didn't try to accommodate me.
But I was like, we can hang. I literally ate. So it was like...
I feel like you should have been like, well, Jazz, you can still eat.
I did say that. I said that. So. No,
I wish I still had the text.
I said, you can eat, but no, you were just angry. And you just didn't want to even talk to me. I was
How long did we stop talking after that?
I don't know. I want to say a month or so.
And I feel like it was longer than a month.
You know the reason I was drunk when I texted you.
Well, yeah, because we went. I'm gonna say it was almost 2-3 months.
Yeah, I was at the Packers bar drinking and shit for a long day.
But what? Okay, I texted me and said what? Hey,
no, I was hey. No, it wasn't hey. I was fucked up, so I was just I was probably semi joking around, and I was like, let's not do this or some shit. Like,
Let's not do this anymore.
I was like, yeah, let's not do this anymore. We're like, what are we doing? And I think that was it. And
and then it was just like all she wrote after that, right?
Yeah. You probably was talking to somebody after that. I don't know.
Well, I wish I could remember. I mean, truthfully, I'm always talking to someone. I mean, to be honest, but
so the show can go on forever.
So this is why I have this show, because I'm always talking to someone. But I don't even know like when that. Like,
I think by that time it was just kind of.
It was just like, hey, because I'm a good person. I think you missed me as a person, obviously.
I mean, I feel like it. You know what I feel like? I feel like it couldn't have just been I had just ate. It didn't make any sense why you stopped talking to me. That's what.
So what?
No, I'm like.
Are you trying to say that?
No, that's why I reached out.
I had some like.
No, because it didn't fucking make sense at all.
That is why though, Matt. Because I was hungry. I was
But
irritated.
like, you would stop talking to somebody for. Like,
yes, food is important.
And
you know what? This is so crazy. I had this conversation literally today. Like, you only have a couple times to tell me no before I'm just like, no, fuck you. Like, you can't tell me no.
So the fact that I didn't.
I think it's the fact that you told me no that I can't handle that. Like,
are you crazy?
I mean, yeah, maybe I am crazy. That's like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I think that has something to do with it. I think it was the fact that you told me no, and I felt like you were not trying to be accommodating to me wanting to go have food. I think that's the deeper meaning.
I said we can go. I was like, you can go eat, but I'm not hungry because I just ate.
Anyways, that's fine. We can get past that.
Okay, yeah,
we're way past that.
Like
that was
3.
Yeah, that's like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
going on 4 years ago. Okay, so let me ask this question. I actually asked my friends and my line sisters. Shout out to my Black Girls Are Magic group me, because I asked them, is there anything that I should talk to Mac about when we have the show? Right? Right. So they were like. So a good question is, okay, we had this period of when we like fell off, right? We had this period of when we fell off, and they were wondering like, okay, when it sparked up again, was the intentions to just be friends, or were there like still like intentions of like dating?
I don't know. I feel like it was kind of mutual though too, right?
I think so. I feel like it was like an unspoken. What was I? Damn, I mean, obviously I was talking to someone at that time. Obviously.
No.
I remember exactly who I was talking to at that time.
Is it somebody that's going to be on the show?
It's somebody that's going to be on the show.
Is he the next guest?
He is the next guest.
Oh.
So I know that's who I was talking to at that time.
Well, no, I feel like even before all that, like, we just went way too long without seeing each other.
Yeah, so
and
it's
then
probably just like a
3 months, and then it was just kind of like...
It's probably just like a mutual thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. Because I was telling them, like, I don't really, like... I wish I could remember the exact moment, but I don't think it was like anything exact. It was just like, okay, yeah. I think
it's just how it.
And then Lavaca happened.
What happened to Lavaca?
Like it was just our thing, and then that just like.
Have you been there lately?
I have not been a little. Oh yes, the last time I went was with you actually, when we went for my friend Brittany's birthday.
Yeah. And
we went and had drinks, and then we went to Beauty Bar. Did you come with us to Beauty Bar?
No, I left on.
No, okay, yeah, that's the last time, and then I think that kind of just helped. I feel like Lavaca brought us together. I think
because you like to drink.
Because I like to drink. You like to drink too.
Not anymore.
Okay, I do like to drink, but I also like tacos. Tacos and drinking is my tequila and tacos. My 2 favorite pastimes. So I think that had a lot to do with it too.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I think after all that, then we just kind of
knew.
Yeah, we're just kicking it, I guess.
Okay. So another question that someone had was, how do other people view our relationship? Like I know that I mention you off bat when I'm dating someone, because I'm like, I literally sometimes sleep in the same bed with this man. Like, you cannot be. No, but seriously. I mean,
you told that to everybody you talk to?
I mean, since I was your roommate, especially as of that, of course I told them, like, yeah, this is someone who I see all the time. I'm with a lot. I sometimes sleep in the same bed with this person. Like, yeah, I do. And I feel like sometimes it's a little intimidating and threatening to people, our friendship. I think.
Did anybody ever say anything?
Well, one person that will remain nameless, and you know who that person is, I know that I would mention like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with Mac, and he'll be like, oh, so you're gonna go hang out with Mac, huh? You're gonna go be with Mac, and then I'm like, yeah, like I feel like not that you're like one of my girlfriends, but I feel like this is Mac, this is my friend. There's not much more to say about that.
But did you tell him that we're like that we slept in the same bed and all this stuff, or?
Well, so it would be times where this was recently, like last summer when I was staying in Waukegan and would stay here on the weekends, and he would be acting like a bitch. It wouldn't let me.
Yeah,
that
was kind of weird though. I don't understand that.
That he would be a bitch, or that he is a bitch, or what?
I'm not saying that.
Okay,
but I'm saying like why you couldn't sleep over there.
Because he's a bitch, but we're not gonna make this about him. Okay. But I feel like when I would mention like, oh, I'm gonna stay at Mac's house this weekend, he would be like, oh, well, you can't stay at Amber's, or oh, you can't stay. And I was like, no, I'm gonna stay at Mac's. He lives in a central ass location, like, you know.
Oh, so okay, so you're asking me if
did you have some of those same reactions that I had?
I think so. A couple of. Like, because I do mention you a lot, and then they'll make, like, little snide remarks and shit. And
like, well, I beat that bitch ass. No,
they'll be like, oh, Jasmine again, or some shit like that. Like, oh, her again. And then they'll be like, oh, how? And they'll always say I have a lot of, like, female friends.
I mean, you do. I feel like none are as great as I
mean, bro, like, how the fuck, like, I can't just go to a bar and just, like, you don't go up to a nigga and just start talking, and like
you don't.
I mean, you can. I mean, but you like, all right, you something going on the game, and you'll talk, make conversation. But I'm not.
But you're not gonna. Oh, you want to hang out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get like your number and shit. Like so.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, they make like little remarks, and then they're like, oh, are you guys just? I'm like, yeah, we're just friends or whatever. But and then there was this one girl or some shit, like, I don't know, just came out, she was just like, well, I'm not Jasmine.
No, bitch, you're not. What does she mean by that, though?
I don't know, man, like, I don't know, it was just some other shit, like, just like, oh, I'm not Jasmine, I can't be doing this, I'm not this type of person, I don't know, it was just.
What happened to that one girl that you wanted me to be friends with?
I don't know, she stopped talking to me.
Why did she stop talking
to you? You know, fucking things.
What thing?
I don't know. This show is about you though.
Yeah, but that's something I want to talk about. Why does that happen so frequently? Why does that happen so frequently where people just like stop talking?
I think honestly, like I think about this shit a lot. It's like it's just this generation, like where we at right now.
But
like,
what is this generation? Where are we at?
Like it's so easy for you to just not respond to somebody. Like
yeah, it's all the access. There's so much access.
That's what I'm saying. But even if you're not like, all right, shit ain't working out with somebody, you can just not respond. Instead of telling them, oh, like, you know, hey, I've had a few girls say, oh, you know what, I don't think this is working out.
Oh, they don't like you?
I guess. But I was like, whatever, I don't give a shit. But they'll just not respond.
But why? But why?
I don't know.
I think it's the access. I think
no, you know what? Like, honestly, I just think, I mean,
I feel like you should stop doing that.
Just fucking cowards. What? Like,
yeah, I feel like it's gonna like
bounce off.
Yeah, it's gonna bounce
off.
off.
I'll keep my hands to myself.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just, it is too much access. Like, I told you about my friend.
Who?
David. Like, he went on a date with some girl. Like, they at the bar or whatever. They having fun, and they're like, oh, let's go to another spot. And
she just left, right?
She jumped in the cabin, like, on the way while they were walking, jumped in the cabin and just went somewhere.
Maybe she was drunk.
I don't even think he talked to her after that. Like,
I wouldn't talk to that hoe after that either. That's rude.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That's just it's just easy to just not talk to somebody and then deal with it, I guess. Or just tell them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
So anyways, back to the subject matter of our... I got so much shit on my pants from that damn ramen. But back to the subject matter of our friendship. Do you feel like you would ever sacrifice our friendship for the sake of a relationship? Or
no,
right? That's unheard of.
I mean, no, that's stupid. I mean, like, obviously, if you're like, I mean, because when you had a boyfriend, you didn't come around all the, because you know you had things to do with your boyfriend. You go to movies and shit. I don't know what you.
Yeah, but sometimes I would not hang out with him. I would say I haven't seen Mac in a long time,
but it wouldn't
and I
be
need to
like
hang out with Mac.
like if you single and I'm not doing shit, we just like probably I'm gonna just go kick it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like because you got to split your time with other people. Obviously, you're not gonna see it. But no, I'm not. If somebody ever say, "Oh, I would like," no, I mean that's stupid. I wouldn't even.
I mean, I feel like that should be true of any friendship that you had.
But no, I had some girls stop talking to me because of a dude.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about people I knew for a long time.
Oh, friends that you had. Oh, I would never.
Yeah,
I would never.
Like some dude, and I just
because I feel like if our friendship I feel like if it's like very respectful and there are clear boundaries, why should I stop talking to you when you're someone that I've been friends with?
I don't think.
I feel like that's dumb. I feel like I would never.
No, I would stop talking to that person.
Yeah, like fuck you.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, that's dumb. I agree with that.
But yeah, I've had people who's like, Jasmine, no, you're gonna go hang out with Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm a fun person.
You're alright. You're okay.
Mac, I'll smack the fuck out of you. That's not true. You know I'm fun.
Yeah, you're okay. You're good. You're good people. You're a good person.
I would agree with that. So another area that I want to.
So these are questions from your friends.
These are questions from my friends. Yeah. So shout out to Elisa and Ayana.
I know Ayana.
You know Ayana, but Elisa's my line sister. Lanisha's my line sister.
I know Lanisha.
Right. And then V's my line sister and my friend Lorena. This is just pretty much this chat consists of like my line sisters plus LaKinda, LaKinda, and plus my friend Lorena. So it's like Spring 13 plus Lad plus Lorena, essentially is what the chat is. But anyways, another question that they wanted me to ask is like, what are, like, for me to tell you what is your dating strengths and weaknesses from being a person on the outside looking in at your relationships or your situations with women, and you being a person on the outside looking in at my relationships, and you knew a lot about my past. Well, not a lot, but you knew a little insight.
Well, like the guys you dated.
It was the guys that I date, right?
Wait, so the question is, what are my...
Sure, like what do you see as some strengths and what do you see as some weaknesses of...
Of myself?
Of me.
Of you. Strengths
no, of me.
And weaknesses of you.
Of me in the way that I date. But don't reveal too much because... The hoes
I'm not gonna. The what?
The hoes are listening. Not the hoes, but you know. But you never know. My future husband could be listening. To this podcast.
Strengths. I think.
I feel like I want to go first.
So you're gonna tell me?
I want to tell you.
I
mean, you're eventually gonna tell me too, but I feel like I want to tell you yours first.
And then you're gonna tell me my weaknesses.
Yes. Or you want to do it strength, weakness. How do you want to do it?
Go for it, however you want.
Okay, let's do strengths, weaknesses.
All right, I think your strength is that if you're with somebody, like, I feel like I would never think like you out there doing something, you know what I mean?
Because I'm not. That's ridiculous.
But maybe it's because I know you and stuff
I would
like
probably tell you anyway.
But like I think I would never have to worry about like, oh, you...
Being a thought?
Yeah.
I mean, single thoughtness is real, but like,
I guess that's
relationship thoughtness is not a thing for me.
Yeah, I think that's a strength. I feel like if you with somebody, then you with them.
Yeah. I think I'm an all-in person.
Yeah, like you all, like all the way.
Probably too much. We're going to get to that? Okay, we'll get to that. I think it's right. Yeah, I think that's true. One thing I always say about you, I think that's just like you as a person. I feel like you are very sure of who you are. And you won't like try to. I feel like so many niggas are out here like trying to be something that they're not, or trying to they want to be perceived a certain way. And I feel like that's not you. I feel like I've never seen that in you as a friend, or even when you date. When you tell me about the women that you're dating, I feel like they would never have to worry about you being this way in front of this person, this way in front of this person, totally different when y'all are alone. I feel like you are Mac, and Mac is who you are.
You run into guys like that? Like you dated somebody and you go around them and act different?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Probably someone who will eventually one day make their debut on the show, but absolutely. I've dated men who are like, when they're with me, they're one... Yes, when they're with me, they're one way, and then when we're around their friends. Not saying you have to be the exact same person, but it's like
complete.
It's like it's day and night. It's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like you're like fucking, I don't know, Eminem when you're with your friends, like, fuck bitches, I hate everybody. But then when you're with me, you're like, fucking, I don't know, who's a soft ass nigga? Like, who's somebody who's soft? Like, I don't know, Trey Songz or something like that. I feel like even him, like, I don't know. I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, I feel like, and this is me talking about myself, obviously, but I feel like I also feel like I am who I am. Like, there are some things that change about me a little bit, obviously, based on given situations, but I'm not going to completely change into a new person. And I feel like that is something that a lot of men do. They're, like, afraid to show. I feel like black men specifically are afraid to show, like, their affection and, like, they give women attention and all this shit. I don't know. I could be wrong because, hell, I'm out here single, so who knows?
I hear you. I feel like, but I mean, after a while, you just get tired. Like, you can't
faking.
Yeah, like you can't just be after you just learn them. Like, all right, this shit, you just be yourself.
Yeah,
because being the other nigga ain't work out, right? Like I mean,
so being somebody
else and all these other different types
of
things
not working out.
Still ain't work out.
You should just
might
be
as well
yourself.
just be yourself and let
facts.
Yeah, and not lose sleep and anything like that.
I feel like that's true. I would have to agree with that. Okay, weaknesses.
Weakness for you?
Oh my God.
No. I'm just gonna be. I think
to be honest, don't sugarcoat it.
No, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not anything bad, but I think, like you said, like when you're all in, you're all in. I think just from outside looking in, I think you're all in, but it's hard for you to see that the other person
is not. Yeah.
It's
and
not.
That's fucked up.
And then that's when
it's
kind of it's like. I think
let me ask you a question.
You get agitated and shit, and you get.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. The last person I dated, that I was in a relationship with, do you feel like it was?
Did I get that vibe from that?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
You didn't?
No, I mean, like
I'm from the shit I told you. You didn't think that nigga was like 40% in, and I was like,
I mean, but you see, those are the exact words you told me.
Oh, so I put that in your head.
Yeah, so like, but I'm just thinking from like. I met him a couple of times, he was like he was there. Like, some niggas are not there. So it's kind of like
just because you're there doesn't mean you're present.
But that's what I'm saying because I didn't know everything or whatever.
Right,
like,
that's true.
So I mean, I didn't get that feeling from him. No, I didn't, honestly.
Did you feel that about anybody? How about the next person that's gonna be you?
No, I just remember. I don't know much about him. I just remember you.
The big blow up.
Yeah, and you
crying at dinner.
That was not funny.
That's not funny, but I was really sad.
Wasn't that my birthday?
That was your birthday, and I took you to dinner for your birthday, and I was crying.
Yeah, you were crying
the whole fucking time. I could not stop crying.
Do you remember you got a ticket that day?
It was so bad.
You fucking lost it too. Yeah,
it was so bad. Oh my God, it was so bad. I feel like everything just kept getting worse. I disputed that ticket though.
Did you get?
I didn't.
Right, so
I mean, I guess
I still don't know. Like, you didn't really tell me all the details about that. I just remember like you were like upset and blew up or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
the blow up,
the blow up, the major thing that happened. Yeah.
So weaknesses for me, I'm interested to.
So I don't like your choice of women that you date.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow, like your choice. I feel like you are too open in your. I mean, that's kind of bad to say, but I feel like you are too open in the women that you would date. I feel like you don't have a type, and I think that's bad.
Oh, so I just kind of just.
I mean, that's a good thing, though. You don't block your blessings, I guess. But, that just opens it up for you dating all types of women. And, I'm not okay with that. And I won't say what type of women that I'm talking about. But,
I mean,
if you can put two
but let's
together.
just make it, it's a broad, I don't just like one specific type of woman, though.
Yes.
It's all right.
And that's weird.
What do you mean?
That's weird to me because, like, I feel like for someone like you who is so sure, maybe that's why, because you're so sure of who you are, you don't really care about who the other person might be. I would think because you're so sure of who you are, you would be very sure about who you would be interested in.
I get what you're saying.
That's only one weakness, though. I have another.
You have more. Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but like you said, I don't know. I just kind of date who I like. I guess. I don't.
Yeah, but who you like is never consistent.
Oh, you mean like that is true.
Between the people.
Between the people, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right about that. And I'm noticing that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
You agree that that's weird?
I do agree that it's weird.
Or that is different.
Before, honestly, I was kind of, I thought like, all right, I could be, like you said, I'm my own person, and this person could be their own person. But I'm starting to realize that now as I get older, that like, there is some like consistencies that you probably should have if you're like dating somebody. I think I'm learning that.
Like what? What are some consistencies?
Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, not like, type of music you listen to, but it's just like the way
I feel like that's important.
No, just like the way you live. Like,
what do you mean the way you live?
I mean, just like, like family background and shit like that.
Okay.
Like stuff like that, like the way you were brought up, the way you were raised, and all that stuff. Like, I mean, if you're trying to, at this point, like, I'm 30.
Yeah,
so,
you're 30.
Yeah, so it's like, there's no
You need to be trying to get married.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I'm working on that.
I'm 25 and I'm like, where's...
You trying?
No, I won't say I'm trying. I don't think I'm trying because I still think there are many things about myself that I don't have quite figured out. But I definitely don't want it to be dating just to date. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's where I kind of was just like, all right, well, this person is this. But then now you get older, you're kind of like, all right, the values and stuff and like the way you're brought up, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I mean, that's something that I'm like conscious of.
Okay.
And I'm working on that for myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good thing. I feel like if a lot of people did that.
I mean, but it's like with time, though. Like, you just kind of grow into that shit.
So why are so many people struggling? I feel... Here's the thing. I saw this YouTube video that it was this girl that was pretty much saying, like, literally everyone's looking for somebody, but why is everybody single?
Like you said, too much access. Because you, like...
Okay, but then when you find someone, why doesn't it work out?
Because, no, it's still too much access. Still, because, like, think about it. Before, like, Tinder and all this other shit, if you got some girl's number or whatever, like, if you was dating somebody, you can, like, you would probably give that person, like, 3 or 4 dates or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, or maybe, you have to get to know them a lot more. But now, like, you have so much access. You can just go right on these. I've been on Tinder while I was on dates.
That's fucked up.
But it's just like, you're just kind of looking and shit. Like, it became a habit. Like, you don't even know. You go on your phone.
I mean, not just Tinder, though. Instagram.
Or shit like
Facebook,
that. Like,
Twitter.
You match with all these other people. So it's just like one mess up or whatever. One little thing you don't like about somebody. Then they can, you can just give that up and go somewhere else.
There's a funny story that I want you to tell, actually, about Twitter, now that we mentioned it. Was that during the time that we actually were, like, talking to each other, or was that during the time that we were just friends?
I don't know what
when you found my Twitter?
Oh, right. I think we're friends.
Oh. What the hell were you doing on my Twitter?
I don't know. I was just being a dick, I guess. I mean, I feel like after we became friends, I just kind of became annoying, and I would just...
I mean, you are annoying.
Yeah, I would just find, like, little shit to fuck with you with. So.
I think you are annoying. Do you think I'm annoying? Yeah.
No, not intentionally.
So unintentionally?
No, I mean, you're Jasmine. Like, I mean, everybody got their flaws. I'm not gonna. Have you done something to annoy me before? Yes, but
what was it?
Shit, a lot of. I mean, when you be like today, man. Like, what time we were supposed to meet?
I was 15 minutes late. Oh no, because I moved it from
45. 4. You never told me you moved it. It was supposed to be 4. You didn't get here till like 45.
Oh, I didn't tell you that. But you still weren't even dressed.
You didn't tell me anything. So I'm just sitting here waiting. That's what I've been trying to work on with myself too, because like time. Like if somebody's late for something, that shit just fucks with me so much. Like,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, but like things like that. I mean, but that's not you. You're like not an annoying person. People do annoying things, but they're not like an annoying person.
That's a good way to put that. Because I think I do annoying things. But
Everybody does.
I don't think I'm an annoying person. I mean, maybe sometimes.
What did you write there?
That was just so I can remember to shout this out at the end.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'll remember that. What next? What?
But what we were talking, you were just saying about why is everyone single?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Why is everyone single? So many people are claiming that they're looking,
No, I mean,
I can't figure out why I'm single, which is why I decided to do this. That's not why, because here's the thing, Mac. When I am interested in, and there is someone that I am currently interested in, and when I am interested in someone, like you said, I'm like all in. I'm just like.
But you see, that's a you thing. But the other person,
they're probably not all in.
No, but
that's fucked up.
You have two sides. You have too much access. They have too much access. Now,
but if I'm cutting my access off, why the fuck aren't you cutting off yours?
Because it's not in their head. Because
why do people date then? That's so dumb to me. Like, why are you dating
because,
if
like
you're
you
not
said,
trying to be single for what though? Single, like I don't know.
I mean, you're kind of like, all right, well, maybe this girl did this. Oh, she's okay, but she didn't. Like people be like, oh, the first date. Oh, I didn't feel. Like, what the fuck are you expecting to feel?
You keep bringing it up. You are so salty that girl told you that girl told you that she wasn't feeling it. But you do know, Matt. If the vibe is off, don't force it.
No,
don't fit a square into a circle.
No, there were a couple of. You see, but let me tell you. Do you remember my first school I worked at?
Yeah,
something like that. But I remember there was this date I went there, and it was just a fucked up date because those kids were difficult.
And then you went on a date.
I did that.
You should have canceled.
I canceled one time before.
Oh, you didn't want to be a fuckboy.
Yeah, I didn't want. So, like, I remember that, and I was just there, like, just think about like how my day went that whole day.
Why can't you just turn it off?
Turn what off?
Your thoughts.
Can't you turn my thoughts off, man? Like, man, you know that I know why that date went wrong because kind of like that. That was our first like official date, so it was like I just had a bad day.
Do you think first dates are the things that like kind of just like set it off? Like if the first date doesn't go well, then
no. You know what? There was this girl I wanted to take out on a date, and I kind of forced the date.
What do you mean?
I saw her at this coffee shop, and I just sat next to her for like an hour.
That's smooth.
And we were just talking.
That's cute.
So
what happened with that?
Okay.
Oh, you still talk to her?
I mean, it was like last week.
Oh shit! You didn't tell me that. What is it? Who are you? I don't even know who you are anymore.
But you see, there's no pressure because I was just in there.
How do you know you want to take her on a date?
Because I saw her.
You just see her around. What is she?
What do you mean? What is she? She's a girl. What the fuck are you talking
What kind of girl is she?
What kind of girl is she?
Where's her family from?
Her family's from? I don't know.
Where does it look like her family is from?
Earth?
What part of the earth?
Somewhere. Northern Hemisphere. That's where her family is.
Makenson, you know what I'm asking
I know
you.
the fucking...
So answer me. Where is she?
I think she's Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Well, is that dark enough for you?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's fine. I can approve.
No, but I used to see her around. I'm like, yo, I want to talk. And then I saw her, and then I'm like, fuck it.
What did y'all talk about?
Yeah, just random shit.
Oh. And did you get her number?
Yeah, I got a number.
Did she willingly give it to you, or did you force it?
Look, so I gave her my number on the receipt.
You smooth, Mac
right?
Daddy. Okay.
So, like, I gave her my number on the receipt, and then, like, she didn't hit me up. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Well, you know, that shit happened, you know.
Yeah.
Then I saw her again, and then she was like, oh, I lost the receipt. And then she just gave me the phone, and then just told me to put it in the phone.
Oh. Have y'all hung out yet?
No, but
you should hit her up.
No, I'm going to hit her up. So
I think that's another problem. I don't know. I feel like when I want to see someone or I want to talk to someone, I can call them, I text them, what are you doing? Like, let's hang out. And I feel like so many people are afraid to do that.
No, I mean, I'm like, she told me the days that
she's available.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
I hope you remember these things.
Yeah, I do remember.
Like make it your business to actively remember and actually remember what she says too.
I'm not incompetent. Like, what do you mean? I listen.
A lot of men are incompetent.
Like, listen, like what she says, like when she's speaking.
Yeah, like actually listen to what she says. You might find out some valuable information. Like you might find out, like she might say some shit like, "Oh, I went to Target." You might ask her, "Oh, what did you do today?" "Oh, I went to Target today. I tried to go get some green tea, but all the green tea was gone." You could go to Target and go get her some green tea, and the next time you see her, be like, "Oh, I remember you said you want a green tea. Here's some green tea for you."
Yeah,
men need to do more shit. Women like that shit.
I know.
I love that shit.
I've been,
and that is another issue that I often run into because I'm that person,
but they're not.
They're not that person.
I've had this one girl tell me all the things that I'm not. Pretty much like.
What were some of those?
Well,
things?
just like you saying, oh, if you like a girl, this is what you should be doing.
Some of the things you should be doing, yeah.
But
Says who?
yeah, I'm like that's
Says women. Says
No, I don't like to
I'm pretty sure if we
generalize.
do some statistics, it'd be like 9 out of 10 women prefer if men are active listeners and actually care about what they
yeah,
want.
yeah. I mean that. Yeah, of course, active listeners, but not like, oh, you need to listen more. They were like, no, if you like a girl, you should pay for every dinner.
Who the fuck says that?
If you like a girl, you would.
This is what this girl told you?
No, not this girl, but I'm just
No,
saying,
the girl you're talking about told you everything you weren't.
something like that. Yeah.
I don't think men need to pay for it. Oh, what do you think about that?
What?
Like I don't want to say gender roles because I just hate
No,
that.
like listen, like I guess it's the way that I was raised.
Which was what?
Like I grew up. I saw my mom doing everything for herself. I saw my sister going to get a job and buying her own car and doing all this shit for herself. So I'm not expecting me to. Not saying I'm like not going to pay for everything, but like,
Do you offer?
yeah. I mean, not every day. Like
Why not?
every time, then I wouldn't go out. Like
I think women should. I do think women should offer, and I don't even want to say that because I don't want to sound like those pick me bitches on Twitter. But I do feel like women should offer a little, like, and this is something I also think I feel, and I am very much like, oh, you pay for dinner, I'll buy us drinks,
Something
or
like
you
that, yeah.
took us to the movies, I'll pay for parking, or you like just because I know
Dude,
I'm
that
poor.
Shit, no, real shit. That shit get expensive, especially
Yeah.
when you're on, like, all right, I was on
But
Tinder.
I be
doing-
trying not to date niggas that's poor. I be trying to date.
But look, let me tell you, when I was on Tinder, I probably had like 7 dates in like 2 weeks.
Nobody told you to do that shit.
But like, too many options, right? Right?
Yeah, I guess that goes.
But
back
like
to
that shit, if I'm paying for every first date, I'm fucking broke after that, man. Like,
Men should pay for the first date.
first date, yeah, definitely.
Nobody told your ass to go on 7 first dates in 2 weeks.
But I've never seen anything like Tinder. It was fascinating.
And it is not
Not anymore. It's
No, it's not. And you know, sometimes I'm just like bored, and I'm like, shut down. No, I
It's
should.
like
And I also really
flying spirit. Like, don't.
It's like flying. I think we should. I think we'll name the podcast this episode that. It's like flying.
Tinder's like flying spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
think
like that.
one day it'll be a good.
But it's not.
It's never no.
It's
No,
never.
It's not.
I like that a lot. I think that people need to do a better job of saying what it is that they want from the jump too, though.
All right. That was something I kind of ran into.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I feel like maybe I was kind of like trying to convince myself that I wanted something, even though deep down I knew
You knew that's not
Yeah,
what
but
you
you know, I was trying to maybe like it was more about me and not the other person, like me forcing myself to try to.
With who? What girl? Do I know her? I'm pretty sure I know her. Which one was it?
No, just some girl.
Mm.
No, you don't know her.
Okay, continue.
No, so it's kind of like I'm thinking in my head, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, and then you know, it gets to that point. I was like, all right,
Maybe no, I can't do this.
yeah.
I
But
can't.
so like, am I wrong though? For like, I'm trying, because I mean, there are some things I need to work out. Like, fucking people annoy me all the time. So I find myself just wanting to be by myself all the time because people annoy me, and then I'm like, that's not a good way to live.
No, that's not.
It's not.
No, you need love. And
No, I mean it's just like,
companionship
but
and
then
all
like.
that shit.
Girls, they like talking and stuff like that.
And you don't want to hear these
on the
hoes.
phone and shit.
You don't want to
Like
hear this shit.
I don't.
Go to sleep, hoes. That's what you
No,
want to
no,
say.
not my words, but no, like I was trying to convince myself, like, yeah, I can be that guy.
But you can't. So that's what I'm saying. Don't try and be somebody that you're not, but be honest about what you want from jump.
But then it kind of came back to when this person was saying, "Oh, you know, if you like a girl, then you'll do all this." Do you think that's true? Like this whole thing, like, oh, if you're acting one way, but if you like a girl, you'll really go that distance.
So you know what? I this is something I struggle with, and this is that subject matter was like the main, I think, argument that my ex and I will have all the time, because I am very much like, if you care about somebody, then you will do even if it's not something that's natural to you. Like, you will still try to do it, and you still will try to go the extra mile. Not saying it needs to be all the time, but you will put forth some type of effort, even if it's not natural.
This is true. With me though, like I can't just do that off rip, like just mean it. Like it
No, you
takes
have
a
to learn it.
long. Because for me, it's like you like trust. Right? You're trusting this person, like with information about you and shit. I can't just give all that information.
Oh, no, not shit like that. No.
But no, I'm just saying, but like for me to like really go out on the limb, I gotta feel like you'll do that same shit for me because there are times.
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
I think so. I trust you.
I mean, there are times I would go out and do things for somebody thinking, oh, if I need help, they got me, and then they can just stop talking to me like that because some random dude wasn't comfortable with our relationship or whatever. Something like that. Because that shit happened to me before.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, it takes me a long time to just be like, go out on a limb for somebody and do all these things. Cause
I think you don't allow women to see how great you are.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I mean, no, not even trying to like stroke your ego. I know it takes time, but I feel like you miss out on so many women because you take so long.
I can't help it though.
I know you can't help it, but you could try, or you could be upfront and say, listen, I like you, but it just takes me a while to get
I think I've said that before.
But do you say it all the time?
Not all the time.
I feel like you do. I feel like that actually was the other weakness I was going to say. Like, I think because you take so long I think you don't allow women to see how, like, you're reserved, you're like kind of shy sometimes, but you're actually not.
No, I'm not shy.
No, but it takes you so long to let women see that.
I think that's what, it's not necessarily women, it's just like anybody though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because I'm a woman.
I mean, like,
I haven't really seen your relationships with other people.
I just kind of stick to myself.
Okay.
You see me in my relationship with David.
Yeah, I like David. David should come on the show.
He'll probably come.
We should probably find that bitch that left him when she jumped in the cab.
Yeah, he probably even fucking forgot her.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
whatever. She don't think. Whatever.
No. Yeah. But those are things I do realize. I'm trying to work on it.
Great.
I'm trying.
Good for you. I love that. You have to. You have to. There are some things that I'm trying to work on as well too.
Like what?
Well, I didn't know you were going to actually ask me.
Yeah.
But I think one of the main things I'm trying to work on is... So I have this idea of the way I think things should go and how things should be. And I'm just trying to, like... I can't be like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, you still should have the idea. But I think I feel like that's the main thing that I'm trying to work on. And I'm also trying to work on this is the struggle I think with so many black women, right? I think black women are out here single as fuck. Like, truthfully, black women are single as fuck. And I think that so many of us are tired of being single and have these worries of not getting married or have these worries of not finding someone for us. And I think that we oftentimes deal with men or try to teach men how to treat us and, try to mold a man. And I have been very adamant since I won't even say since my past relationship, but just in general, maybe even before him, because I spent so much time by myself, like not dating anyone, that I am being very adamant about, I do not have to raise up a man. That is not my job. I do not have to do that. Like, I'm 25. I'm too young to be out here trying to teach a grown-ass man how to be a man. Like, his mama or his daddy or whoever the fuck raised him needed to teach him that, not me. That's not my job. And I think, and I wish more. And another thing, and I'm trying not to make this a rant. Another thing is that I'm working on, or not even gonna say working on, because I have it pretty down packed, but I need to be comfortable in doing this. I am not about to settle for a man because he's a nice man, but I don't like X, Y, and Z about him. Or I'm not going to settle for a man that I like X, Y, and Z, but he's not nice. Or I feel like I can get everything.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like my standards are unrealistic. I feel like they're very realistic.
What are your standards? What are you looking for?
I mean...
Wait, you know what? I actually have, I think I wrote down like 5 like things that our relationships will work. Okay,
look for that, and I'm going to talk about... So I think some of the things that I want for sure are that... What was your question, Matt?
What are your standards? Like, what do you
my standards, I want someone who's nice to me. I want someone who has... No, seriously, people... And you know what? So I eventually want to find, I think the main thing is I eventually want to find someone to love, right? I feel like I've never been in love before. I've never really had like a male that I felt like I love them. But that is something that I want. But most at the root, I want to like my partner and I want us to like each other. So I think with that, I need someone who is nice to me and who treats others well. And, you know, I mean, there's
So
I just don't think my standards are unrealistic.
Just didn't treat you right.
What?
They were just mean to you.
No, but they had other things about them that I did not like. And why do I have to deal with... And I'm not talking about little shit like, oh, I don't like how you wear your hat, or I don't like how you don't push in your chair when you get up. Like, I mean real root issues that I don't have to deal with. Like, if I don't like the fact that you don't have a relationship with your mom, I don't have to date you. That's not something like, or if I have a problem with you being homophobic, I don't have to date you. Like, I don't have to put up with shit.
Because this person might have something.
Because they might. I don't have to. I feel like I don't need to do 80-20.
I mean, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I don't. And that might be unrealistic.
There's
I don't know.
Sometimes you run into people who have the. Oh man, there was this one girl who was just like, oh, you know, if you don't have a master's and all this shit. And
see, I used to be that girl. Like, if you didn't have a college degree, but I met this really wonderful man who, I think he told me he didn't even graduate from high school, and he has a GED. He has a great job. He's nice. He knows a lot of shit. He knows shit that I don't even know. I'm like, where the fuck did you learn that? Like, here I am with a bachelor's, enrolled in a master's program. Shameless plug. I'm about to be 2 degrees shoddy. But here he is, not even having a high school diploma and telling me about shit that I'm like, where the fuck did you find that out? I mean, so I know that's not. I'm not even talking about shit like I mean real root things. Like, I don't have to deal with that. Like, I feel like I can get 100%.
I feel like you get whatever you.
I can get what I deserve.
Yeah,
because it's not unrealistic.
It's not.
Thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. At least I'm not out here like most bitches. Like, I need a nigga with 6 figures. He needs to be driving a Tesla.
Yeah, and these girls don't be doing shit. No way.
Right. Instagram model, even though I'm trying to be an Instagram model myself.
But they don't be broke as hell, man. Like,
right? No. So,
all right, I found my list.
Mac has 5. Is it 5 things?
I was just thinking about it. I was like, these 5, I guess, rules or some shit that, I guess for me.
Okay. Like, for you.
I think this can apply to anybody.
Okay, so is this one size
just
fits all?
Yeah, just so let me know.
Do you mind if I interject on any of this?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead with number 1.
All right, so number 1, are you attracted to this person?
Absolutely. That is something that's important. Wait, let me stop you. Attracted to them physically, attracted to them mentally.
Just attracted.
Do you feel attraction
to them?
Okay, I think that's a great one. All right.
Okay. Number 2, do you share the same values, politics and religion?
I think that is very important. Again, I cannot deal. Sorry, I'm interjecting, but I cannot deal with someone who is homophobic. And like, I care so much about other people's freedoms and values that I cannot deal with someone who's like, "Oh, that ain't my business." It ain't my business either, but I care. Like, I don't want to be like.
Somebody who's saying that it's not their business, or they're actually homophobic.
Someone who is saying it's not their business, or someone who's actually like fucking homophobic, or doesn't care about immigrants, or says immigrant things aren't their business. Like, yes, so someone who does not have the same.
Kind of just keep it like they choose not to.
So yeah, it can be one or both. You choose not to involve yourself, or you involve yourself negatively and saying like, "Fuck those immigrants, Trump needs to deport." Like, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not for that. I can't do it. I can't do it.
All right, so you agree with that?
I agree with both.
Do you enjoy spending time with this person?
That's so important. And you know what? That is something that I think was a struggle with me. Again,
there are some people
you hate me, but then if you're in a relationship with them, you feel like it's obligated. That but
you see, that's what I'm talking about.
It shouldn't be that way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where you're like, oh, I gotta go hang out with this girl again. Like, why are you with him?
I agree with that.
It ain't even worth it. I don't care how fun she is. Like, my sanity is a lot more important.
I 100% agree with you.
Can you trust this person with money? Do you have the same spending habits? I mean, what do you think? Like,
okay, so I think all relationships, and I think my mom and my stepdad have a wonderful relationship. So I base a lot of my opinions off of them,
what you see, yeah.
And I don't think they have the same spending habits because I know they don't.
Okay, I know.
So I don't. But as long as, but it's not crazy.
This is what I mean. Like, all right, so I mean, it's not going to always be like 50-50. Like, you always have somebody who's like more frugal with their money, or
right.
But I'm talking about like this motherfucker going out there gambling and shit.
Oh, right, shit like that. Like, absolutely. Yeah,
like not like putting y'all in debt, not doing things.
Right. Okay. Absolutely. Yes,
like
I agree with you. Okay.
And does this person respect you?
Okay, I want you to elaborate on that.
Respect
like what?
Respect. Like you were saying, like, do they actually value you as a person?
Okay.
Like, do you actually feel respected around this person? You're not somebody belittling you and shit like that and talking down on you in any type of way or whatever
absolutely,
like that. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, like, does this person respect you? Yes or no? Like, do you feel like you're the equal value when you're with them?
That's deep. I like that. Equal value. Do you feel like so I like that a lot. Do you feel like this person is treating you as if you are their equal value?
Yeah, as you
Okay.
Those are my 5. I think if you get these 5, then you should be good.
Then you should be good.
Yeah, I think you're good
to make your relationship work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it out. I mean, if I ever get into
I thought about this for a long time. Actually, I was just
and you decided to debut it on my show.
I don't have anyone to talk to, so yeah. Well, I guess I decided to do it right now. Okay. But I just thought about it. But so you agree with this list?
I agree 100%.
All right, well, put it out there. If you want to be in a relationship, these are the 5
These
things.
are the 5 things you need to do. Are you attracted to this person? Do you share the same values? That means politics and religion. Do you enjoy spending time with this person? I think that goes back to what I said about, do you like this person?
Yeah, do you like them? People be so caught up in being in love. But...
And that's the same thing. I always say that's the same thing about parents. Like, people are always, like, I think I read on Twitter, like, yeah, you love your parents, but do you like them? I'm like, my mom is dope as fuck. Like, Wayne is dope as fuck. Like, I like them as people. Like, I really like these people. I feel like that's the same thing as relationships. Do you actually like them?
Yeah.
Can you trust them with money, spending habits? Yes, I would agree with that. And does this person respect you? Okay, so everybody, you heard that. If your relationship's gonna work, you need to have these 5 things.
5 things, and
that's easy. You should write a book because you're like Hitch.
Am I?
Kind of. You don't need to be getting hoes though to know that you can get women. You know. That's good. I'm quotable.
I don't need hoes.
You don't need hoes if you can one day get a
woman. I need a woman. That's probably been my problem this whole time.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Out here looking for hoes, and you need to be finding yourself a woman.
I'll be all right.
All right, let's wrap it up. Is there any other things that we need to touch on, or any lasting words of advice for the listeners, or for me, or for yourself?
I have no advice.
You're out here struggling.
I'm out here just like y'all. No, I'm excited about your show though.
I'm excited too. And everybody, please tweet Kanye, find Kanye, and ask him not to fucking sue me for using his song on the damn intro. But that's the theme song to my life, and I love it. So,
all right, well, I hope it works out for you. I'm hoping that it's a shit show. I really do.
It will be a shit. Once I get to the people that's going to be a shit show with. Specifically, probably the next one. But
do you really think you can?
I can do it. I can do anything.
But I'm saying, like, but can you be, like, when you're in this room with this person and y'all bringing up these old fucking feelings and shit, and do you think you can, like, be sensible at not saying you, or the other person?
I don't know, and that's what I'm excited. I don't think you need to be sensible, because there are certain I do, and that's the reason why I was so adamant about doing this show. There are some people that I dated, and I was like, I want them to know that they were fucked up. Like, I have never had the opportunity or the courage or like just the balls to be like, you were fucked up, and I need you to know that. So it's almost like, and I want this to be a platform for other people to bring their people on the show that they want to tell them, listen, let's talk about this. You are fucked up and you deserve to know it. I don't want it to be sensible. I want it to be a shit show. This is a bad idea, to be honest.
It is. It's a horrible idea.
It's a horrible idea, but I'm doing it.
I like it. I'm gonna listen.
I like it too, and I think everybody should listen to it.
I'm gonna listen to it. I hope it works out. I hope everything works out for you, and you get to the bottom of. But what if you
get down to the T, right?
Oh, that, yeah,
right.
That's because that's the name of the show,
right? Exactly. What if I find what?
What if you find out that you were the fucked up person?
I would love that, actually, because I feel like that would be a growing experience. Like, I would get to figure out. Damn, man, this whole time I thought it was you, but you did this because of me. It was like a ball change, you know. Like, I feel like there will probably be some people that it was like, actually, Jasmine, it was you. It wasn't them at all.
All right, let me ask you this now.
What?
If I never text you, would you have text me back? Like after the sandwich mishap or whatever?
I don't think so.
So you weren't even going to...
I don't think so. I do that though. Like I said, I had this conversation today, and hopefully the person that I had this conversation with today will come on the show. But I told you only get a couple times to tell me no, and I'm like,
anything. So that's a weakness for you.
That is a weakness for me because, and I feel like when it comes, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I feel like when it comes to men, who the fuck are you to tell me no? Like I don't like, and I truly feel that way. Like. I'm me. Like, don't tell me no. Like, don't. Like, and that is probably, you know what? I'll call that a weakness. That's something.
Yeah. I think that's something.
But it's eliminated certain people from my life
that didn't need to be there.
I think the person I had this conversation with told me that I was wrong and I needed to work on that, and I told him no. And
but you just say you do need to work on it. Though.
I mean, yeah, I can say that about myself,
but not somebody else.
Yeah, because he has some shit he needs to work on too. Yeah, and hopefully he'll come on the show and we can talk about that.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody, this has been Mac. Thank you, Mackie, for being on my first episode of Down to the T. Everyone, please make sure you subscribe on iTunes. Make sure you follow me on SoundCloud. Follow me at Twitter at Down to the T Pod. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at Down to the T Podcast. Thanks for listening and see you next time.